Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi The Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland, and today we are talking about Season 13, Episodes 15 and 16, Black or White, and Spiderwebs. And Kelsey, will you please read us the Degrassi Wiki summary?
Gladly. All right. I'm only going to read Episode 15 because Episode 16 is, like, stupid long, and I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. You don't want to listen to me do it? No.
Episode 15 is already pretty long.
Seriously. All right. Buckle up. A public clash with Winston threatens Drew's popularity. Eli comes home for a visit, and Claire is planning their date. After an awkward date between the two, Claire finds a pack of cigarettes in his bag. After confessions, Eli then reveals that he cheated on her with his roommate Lenore, not his roommate. Tristan is assigned to do Bottom's monologue from Midsummer Night's Dream, a lot to unpack there, for drama class. Wanting to prove himself as an actor, he tries to do a serious take on the role instead of relying on comedy. When he's threatened with a failing mark by his teacher, Zoe convinces Tristan to stick with his strengths. After his final performance, an impressed Zoe asks Tristan to join the improv troupe she's putting together, promising to keep their renewed friendship a secret from Maya.
Dear God. Also, clearly whoever wrote this did not give a shit about the Drew storyline, which same, but because there was one tiny sentence that isn't even really accurate. It's not really about Drew's, I guess it's about his popularity, but specifically about his presidency, which also we need to get into a lot of that shit too that I'm confused about. But God, they just really had to break down everything else.
Oh boy. Holland, can you tell us about the episode titles?
Yes, Black or White is a 1991 song by Michael Jackson. In terms of how it relates to the episode, I guess it's like Drew's thinking is very black or white. It's like my way or the highway. Don't you dare question my authority. But I don't know. That's all I'm really saying here.
I don't know. It's one of my least favorite Michael Jackson songs, so I don't remember any of the lyrics except for the chorus.
I don't really remember the lyrics either. And then the second episode is called Spiderwebs, which is a 1995 song by No Doubt. And I don't really know how it relates to the second episode.
I don't know. I'm like going through the lyrics in my head, and I'm like, I mean, Drew and Claire both feel stuck and ambushed, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know, but this is one of my favorite No Doubt songs, so it's making up for my least favorite Michael Jackson song, besides Man in the Mirror.
They should have saved this for like a Halloween episode, honestly.
We haven't seen a Halloween episode in a minute.
I know. I guess it's because their timeline's all weird and they don't want to call attention to what time of year it is as much as possible.
Although they are doing Canadian Thanksgiving, which is around Halloween, right?
True. I think it's actually in September, because I think when we visited, it's either end of September or beginning of October, because when we were visiting, I think I remember seeing Thanksgiving sale shit in windows.
Yeah, I think it's like the first or second week of October, because I think all of the signs were next week or in 2 weeks or something like that.
Right. I can't remember. I know it's earlier than American Thanksgiving.
Yes.
All right. Do we want to get into fashion, please? Because my first note is about Claire's white headband.
Me too.
Also, Becky's tank top is very short.
I have no memory of what Becky looks like in this episode. Jenna's hair looks amazing, and I also really like Imogen's pink dress in that one scene where she's doing a formal thing with Winston.
Oh, yeah. I don't care for Tristan's black jean vest.
I similarly don't care for Winston's bright red pants.
He wears a lot of bright primary colors. But I feel like this was also back when people wore just brightly colored pants. Remember when that was a thing? I never got it.
I don't know that I do. Also, this is completely unrelated, but I was thinking about this morning, and I was like, Colin's the only one who's going to know what I'm talking about. Do you remember when French manicures were the fucking thing?
That was way earlier. That was middle school, high school, maybe?
Yeah,
right?
But I feel like it stuck around for a super long time.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it did. Yeah. Because I never ever got a French manicure, but I remember it being a thing.
I remember when I used to have acrylics because #New Jersey, I would get like weird French manicures like black and white or whatever because I thought I was edgy, or like black and red because I was like white stripes. But yeah, they were like the thing. But I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, it just looks like a shiny version of a normal nail. I don't understand.
Yeah, I've never gotten acrylics. I never even did it for prom because I would just always hear about how annoying it is to take them off, and I did not have time for that. But yeah, I do remember that. Mm-hmm. Claire's like black and pink dress is bad.
Extreme bad. And it's like it's trying to do the thing. You know those dresses where it's like the middle is a color and like just like a portion of the sides are black and it makes you look skinnier?
Does not do that.
It's doing a wrong version of that. It's not good. I like Zoe's crop top outfit thingy at one point.
I don't remember that. Connor looks so fucking good now. I feel like I have to say that every time.
All of Bianca's outfits look like grown-up Bianca, and I'm proud of her.
Same. Tristan also needs to stop with the fedoras. Also, Eli still looks really good. Have to point that out every time he's on the screen.
I just like that he's not dyeing his hair black and looking sad.
Yeah. He looks, and I feel like his jawline is more defined. Like he's lost the baby fat in his face. Yeah. He looks like manlier.
He looks less like someone I would date in high school and more like someone I would date in college.
Yeah. There you go.
So they nailed it.
Good job, Eli. All right. Well, this episode starts with Drew like preparing to go on the morning announcements and be interviewed by Winston. But then it turns out to be like an ambush, and Winston is like, "You're incompetent." And I'm like, since when are school presidents held accountable for like anything? It's usually the principal and the administration, and everybody generally knows that the president like doesn't really have that much control over anything that happens.
No, I feel like putting that on your resume is just being like, I won a popularity contest.
Yeah, honestly. And then also Winston calls, like, he's like, so it's been whatever into your term. I'm like, term? We don't call a school president like his time as president a term. It's literally like 9 months. This is like, why are we taking this so seriously? And also, immediately after the interview, Winston becomes like a weird political pundit, is like, Drew Torres is horrible, blah, blah, blah. And it's like a weird like political segment on this Degrassi TV now. And I'm also confused about this because I don't think anybody would really give shit about this in high school.
Fully accurate. This whole thing was very jarring and confusing, and I don't know where or why it came from.
This whole Drew plot in the first episode was very much just like, I feel like they did not have anything else. They're like, what can we do? What can we do to fill time? Let's just do this. I don't know. We'll make this a thing.
Yeah, also maybe like fodder for like the next part to be like, look at how much Drew has changed. He learned how to be a grown-up, kind of.
I guess so. And then we're in drama class, and they're doing like a weird movement exercise, and then the teacher is assigning them like scenes to perform, and Tristan wants Hamlet, but he got Bottom from Midsummer Night's Dream, and his teacher tells him he wants a flamboyant performance, and this assignment does feel targeted, and like he's very much typecasting him because he's gay. It definitely felt like that, especially because he used the word flamboyant, and I wasn't cool with it.
Okay, this is going to be hyperbolic, but frankly, giving the only out gay kid in the class a role called Bottom is a fucking hate crime.
It's ridiculous.
It is a goddamn hate crime.
It's insane.
What were they thinking? Did they do this on purpose? Did they think it was going to be funny? Was it by accident and everyone just is old and doesn't know? I feel like somebody in there had to be like, hey guys, maybe no. Maybe give him Puck. I don't know.
Yeah, you should have, if you wanted like a Puck, like, or I can't think of any other words now other than the puckish performance, like something that isn't a leading man or something to get Tristan out of his comfort zone of wanting to be a leading man. Give him fucking Puck, because he's like diabolical and like impish, and it's a different type of deal. Don't give him fucking Bottom, who like, oh my god, I haven't seen this play in a while, but doesn't he get, like, fucked by a goat? I know he turns into a goat, but I can't remember if he, like, has sex. He has sex with somebody while he's a goat. Maybe it's a lady.
I thought he turned into a donkey.
Donkey, whatever. Donkey.
I don't remember. I remember very little, and also I don't even know if I saw this play as a play. I know that I saw it as a ballet once or twice.
I saw it at the Globe Theater. It was actually really good. I've never read it. I've seen it at the Globe Theater, and I've also seen the iteration that Get Over It does of it.
Oh, lest we forget, Get Over It, aka the crux of me and Holland's relationship.
I don't think Bottom was even in that play.
Can't remember.
Or if he was not. He was a side character, and it was just like someone had a donkey head at one point in the background of that. Oh my god, that movie! I feel like we've talked about it a lot, but fucking see that movie. It's so good.
Oh boy, Martin Short is just a dream.
Oh, he's such a delight.
What's the line with Little Steve?
Sit down, Little Steve.
Yes, there it is. Mila Kunis's greatest role to date, featuring Cisco.
And thanks for not showering. What a super instinct.
Oh my god, I used to steal What a Super Instinct a lot, and I haven't done that in so long. I'm bringing it back.
We're just quoting a movie people probably have never seen. It's fine.
What a super instinct.
But anyway, it's problematic that Tristan has been assigned Bottom. Oh my god. Anyway, then we find out Eli's coming home for a whole week, and Claire is meticulously planning a romantic movie night. And Allie and Jenna are like, they're like, okay, be careful. I don't know, blah. I can't remember what they say.
They're basically like, don't get your hopes up, which is fair. I feel like
don't put. Oh yeah, they say like, don't put too much pressure on it. And Claire's like, well, with lots of pressure, lots of pressure makes diamonds. And then Allie's like, well, then the night will be sparkling or something.
Oh my god, I feel like Allie and Jenna, for all of their relationship mistakes of the past, give really good relationship advice. Like their sex talk with Claire was spot on.
They give good advice to other people, but they're not good at taking it themselves.
Correct. I feel like that's the case with most people. It's definitely the case with me. But like, yeah, I don't know. Claire's putting too much pressure on this thing, and she's over planning it, and she's trying too hard. And in my experience, when you try too hard to make a date perfect, something bad is going to happen.
It's never going to live up to those expectations. Anyway,
just
then
go get dinner like normal people.
And then Drew takes away Winston. Drew sees the political pundit bullshit and is like, this is bad. And then he and Dallas confiscate Degrassi TV's cameras and is like, you can't speak bad about me, so I'm taking away your TV because I'm in charge of everything. And it's like, don't be a tyrant, Drew. This is stupid.
Seriously. It's not great. And he fires Winston, and Imogen's like, I quit in solidarity.
Yeah.
And Drew's like, cool, Becky's in charge.
Yeah. But then we're on the date, which is they're watching, they're screening a movie on a wall, and they're watching it in a pickup truck. And I was like, whose truck is this? And then I was like, wait, it's probably Jake's dad's truck. Remember how Claire's still technically related to him?
Oh, yeah. I kind of miss Jake.
I know. And then Eli's falling asleep and not paying attention because he's tired. And then Claire's like, well, you don't want to miss the third act. And he's like, yeah, it's the best part. And she's like, wait, you've seen this movie already? And he's like, oh, yeah, I had to watch it for school. And she's all offended. And I'm like, don't get mad at him for having seen a movie before. He's in fucking film school.
Seriously. I didn't even go. I went to regular art school. I didn't go to film school specifically, but I took some film classes that watching things was required. Or you watched the thing in class. What is he going to leave? My girlfriend's going to get mad if I watch this without her.
But then he gets a phone call from his editor and has to go take it. And then Claire snoops in his bag and finds cigarettes, and she's scandalized. And I'm like, well, guess he lives in New York now for sure.
I was going to say, yeah, he's definitely an art student in New York because that's how most of my friends started smoking, or only smoked during that time period in their lives, which is kind of funny.
They had an image to uphold.
Yeah, obviously. You're an SVA student. It's mandatory. Smoke your American spirits. Also, I'm very confused